Okay, guys, we are live. So please mention in the live chat, is my audio clear or not? Okay, I think it's clear. But if you face any issues regarding my audio or regarding the stream, please mention that on the live chat. Okay, thanks. So, hello everyone, I am Harshal Jain, and today's topic is very interesting. So, we have something really important for you all. So, Geeks for Geeks is actually organizing a hackathon named as EcoTech. Okay, so its main agenda, main focus is on the environment. So, let's discuss about that. But first of all, please tell me how many of you are actually familiar with machine learning or have done some good projects in machine learning, web dev, app dev, and data science. Video lag. Okay. All right. Python versus Golang, which language is best for backend web? Actually, a lot of companies nowadays consider Golang because since it's light and very suitable for machine learning, but it all depends on the task, especially like if you want to build some kind of application which is more supportive using Python, then that's dependent on Python or Golang, whatever supports you. It's not like Python is better, Golang is better. Okay, it's specifically on the requirement. But yeah, most companies say that Golang is lighter, so for less intensive tasks, a lot of companies actually use Golang also. Okay, not that much familiar. Great. So I'm gonna present my screen first of all. Okay, I hope my screen is also visible. Please mention that too in the live chat. Okay. So, guys, if you have any doubts regarding regarding any language, like someone mentioned Java, C++, Django, Golang, please mention that on the live chat. We'll be answering all of your doubts within the stream. And first of all, let me just give you a quick intro about the hackathon. Okay, so let's begin. So in the description of this video, you would just go to the description and just a minute. Okay. So in the description, you would find this link. Okay, you would find this register now text, and after that, you would find this link. You just have to press this link, and it will take you to this page. Okay. So we have also mentioned that on the live chat. You can check out the live chat also. Okay. So do check out this link. Once you visit this link, you would find the specific page, and it's having the title of EcoTech Hacks for Sustainable Tomorrow. Okay, so an overview has been given. So let me just tell you what it is exactly. So in short, what you have to do is, this is a hackathon, and you have to build projects which are beneficial for the environment. Like for example, they have mentioned that the safety of environment is a paramount, and pollution possesses a great threat jeopardizing ecosystems and human health. So in short, it simply means that you have to build some projects in web dev and app dev using machine learning and data science in the backend part to build some of the projects which are actually helpful for the environment, beneficial for the environment. Okay, so let me just take you to the problem statement, but before that, you can actually explore more. So this is a link for joining the Discord community for the specific hackathon. You can just join here. You can just click this link and it will take you to the Discord page. Okay, so this is the Discord page. You can visit this. Okay, right. So you can just join the Discord community and have your all of your doubts answered there. The important thing is you must be inside this Discord group, because all the official announcements, upcoming announcements, would be given here. Okay, so please join the Discord group. I'll also share this link in the live chat also, so that we are on the same page. Okay, I've mentioned that in the live chat. So you can join the Discord community, right? So once you join this Discord community, Discord server, you would find the link here also. You have to read the rules. So the rules is you can actually choose a team size. That means you can make a team, and this can be between 1 to maximum 3 members. Okay, if you are only one person, then also you can participate, but maximum 3 people are allowed in a team. Okay, so you can start making your team after registering for the contest, and registering link is, you can actually click on register, and then it will take you to the register page. Okay, once you register, then after that you can add your team members to your team. Okay, but first of all, only one person can register, then they can add members to their team. Okay, so make sure you join the Discord server. All the official announcements and updates will be shared there, and the theme would be revealed on 20th August. Right now we haven't decided, I mean, we haven't revealed the theme. Okay, so it would be revealed on 20th August. Okay, so you have to wait for that, and the announcement would be given on the Discord community. Okay, so you have to join there, right? So this would be some theme would be related to something environment specific. Yeah, you have to make something related to the environment, beneficial for the environment, and along with the selected theme, whatever theme you get, the project must leverage data science and machine learning techniques. Okay, so you have to use some data science and machine learning techniques. If you don't know, then you have time, you can learn something about that. And if you want to know how we can start with data science projects or machine learning projects, I'll tell you in a while. But yeah, you can start learning data science and machine learning if you don't know, but if you know, then that's great. Okay, so yeah, your project must be using data science and machine learning first of all. So besides the given themes, you can also choose to work on a sub-related theme. Like if you don't find this theme good, you can actually choose a sub-related theme also later on. Okay, so you can use GitHub. Okay, one more important thing is GitHub. So the first important skill is data science and machine learning techniques. Okay, you must be using this in your project. Second thing is GitHub. So if you know some amount of GitHub, you know that in GitHub we actually share our code. And if I show you my GitHub profile, you can just type github.com/VIRA014. So you can make your own GitHub account, and it looks something like this. Okay, so what it does is, you can see right now I have actually posted all of my code here. Okay, so the benefit of this is, whenever I can suppose I just delete all the code from my computer, I still have the code in the cloud, that is in GitHub. So it's easy for me to actually get that back. And also, if you are working on a team, like suppose you have a team of 3 members, so for easy collaboration, that means for easy sharing of code and management of code, that means you are working on the same code. Okay, so for that you need to use Git and GitHub. Okay, so Git is the main thing which is GitHub using. So you would be learning both of them whenever you are learning Git and GitHub, but at least some basic knowledge of GitHub is required, so that you can share your code in the repository. Whenever you share this code, you can actually ask your team members to pull the code and things like that. So we have different things in GitHub. You have to just get some basics at least. So this would be really useful for sharing the code link. Suppose for example, I recently made some project for Geeks. So suppose for example, I just made an empty repository. Okay, so you can simply copy the link and you can share to the Geeks platform wherever they ask for the project link. Okay, so we would be asking for the project link also. It's mentioned later on, but yeah, these are important. Okay, so now you must use GitHub for sharing of your code. Okay, and documentation are added before submitting the project. So you can also add your documentation. That means in the readme file you can add your documentation, things like that. Okay, so number 5 point is demo video submission. Okay, so you have to create a specific demo video, and which would be depicting your project on YouTube. Like you would be just sharing it on YouTube, and then you can copy that link and share to the Geeks platform. Okay, so you have to create a demo video, you would be posting on YouTube, and that link would be shared with Geeks. Okay, so this is important. And you must be able to demonstrate what your project does, what contributions each team member has made to the project. Okay, so you have to define everything properly, and the video length must be around 3 to 5 minutes. That would be fine, and it would be highlighting the following aspects. So you can give a brief introduction about your project, and explain why and how have you come up with this project, and what problem statement you are trying to fix. Okay, and then what is the exact use of data science and machine learning you are going to do in your project. Also, you can give the benefits and advantages and the demo of project by giving live demo using screen share. You can give live demo of your project. Okay, and all of this would be in a single video of 3 to 5 minutes, and then you can summarize your project at the end. Okay, so this would be the format of video which you would be sharing, so that it's gets easy for all of us to actually get things easily. Okay, so obviously you would be sharing source code to us also, but yeah, along with that you have to share this also. Okay, so please make sure you share the complete source code, because I have observed in a last few hackathons which I have taken, what actually happens is when our team is reviewing the code, most of them are perfect, but some of the code are actually empty. That means right now you can see I created a GitHub repository, this is empty. In most of the cases, people actually don't know how to use GitHub, and they upload empty repositories and share the empty repository. Okay, so you don't have to do that. You have to double check everything, and then you have to share the complete source code, else you might get disqualified because of a silly mistake. Okay, so yeah, you have to share the complete source code as well as the brief video. Okay, so you can also tag hashtag Geeks for Geeks on YouTube. In the description you get an option for tagging Geeks for Geeks. Like, you can write any tag, so you just need to type hashtag Geeks for Geeks. For example, here you can see we have hashtag Geeks for Geeks tag. So whenever you post any video on YouTube, you get an option. Okay, so you can tag Geeks for Geeks there, and after that you can submit the video link along with your hackathon project submission. Okay, first of all you have to register, then later on you'll get the other steps for submitting your project. Okay, submitting your project is different, but right now you just have to register here. Okay, so let me just register. So here you can see it's asking me some of the details, and it's pre-filled with my profile data. So you can check out these and you can fill your details and register for the hackathon. Okay, so you can see we have limited time for the registration. So it actually starts on 15th August. Okay, it actually starts on 15th August and ends on 25th September. Okay, so the hackathon starts on 15th August and ends on 25th. Okay, so you have to do things accordingly, right? So after this I hope you read all the rules, and you can see we have three judges, Gaurav Raj, Ashish Jangra, and Rudransh Srivastav. So these are the judges, and then you can see we have the criteria. So this is very important, because some people only focus on the code quality and the UI is kachra. I mean, in good words, it's not that much pleasing. Okay, so you have to maintain everything, the code quality as well as the demo video as well as the UI design which you are using. All three things must be perfect. Okay, so that, like, I would say at least pleasing to us. Okay, so everything must be working fine, and the video must be of good quality, at least readable, hearable. Okay, so the UI must be good, the mobile implementation, if you're using mobile implementation, sorry, model implementation, that must be good. Okay, so model implementation is what it's actually used in machine learning. And what I simply mean is, for example, I'm giving you a short example. Let's talk about any place. Like, let's talk about India. So you know that India is a country where you have different kind of seasons. Okay, so I would be training a model in machine learning in such a way that right now it's September. So which part of the country is most probably having rainfall right now, and things like that. So you have to train models like that, and similar to these models, you would be using these machine learning models in your project. Okay, so model implementation must also be perfect. I mean, not 100% trained model can't be 100% perfect, but yeah, your implementation must be good. Okay, and then you can also give a complete documentation. That means it's required actually. So the complete documentation you can actually, wherever you upload your code, wherever you make your Git repository, you just have to create a specific file for documentation, so that it's easier for us to read the documentation and understand the code accordingly. Okay, so this is very important. So these are the important judging criteria, things which you would be making sure that you must fulfill these criteria, so that you have more chances of winning. Okay, now what would the winners get? So you can see we have mentioned the prizes here. So first place 7,000, second place 5,000, and third place 3,000, that is in Indian rupees. Okay, so the next top 5 would be getting the GFG goodies, and then the next top 10 would be getting access to our premium courses. Okay, so you can check out these, and then I would definitely recommend all of you to participate, at least participate in these hackathons. Okay, so you can also see the important notes regarding the reward payouts. So it's like the winning amount will be transferred to the account of the team leader. Okay, so whoever is the team leader will get the winning amount. Then you can just discuss with your team leader to share this account, okay, amount. So that's how the amount would be shared. And if you are residing outside India, it is compulsory for you to have a active PayPal account so that international payment can occur seamlessly. Okay, so for the winners it's important, right? So I hope you read all of this, and these are all the criterias which are important. Now after this, one more important thing is you can check out the problem statement. This is very important. So you can simply click here and it would download a PDF for you all. Okay, so you can simply check out this PDF to get details. Right. So in this PDF, what you actually have to make sure is, first of all, you can see, let me just zoom it a bit. So first of all, you can see that your task is to create an AI-driven system that tackles the core facets of environmental conservation. So the system is designed with the advanced capability to continuously monitor and comprehensively analyze a wide range of environmental data and propagate sustainable behaviors. Okay, so it's like you have to make a project regarding the environment conservation. It would be helpful for the environment, like anything like waste management system or different kind of projects. I'm just giving you an example. So you can create different kind of projects for environmental conservation. The theme would be decided on 20th, so you have to wait for the theme first of all before creating the project. Okay, so theme would be given first and then you have to create the project accordingly. Okay, so here you can see we have environmental data insights. So you can see that develop an AI ecosystem that captures, processes and analyzes diverse environmental data encompassing air quality, water pollution, deforestation rates and climate patterns. Okay, you can check out these kind of problems are actually existing with the environment and you have to solve these kind of problems. Okay, so system should furnish real-time insights and visualization for the comprehensive grasp of the environment's present state. Okay, so you can make AI tools that encourage people, group and businesses to do things that are good for the environment. These tools can give personalized ideas, helpful lessons and fun challenges to make it more interesting, easy to be eco-friendly. Okay, so you can make your team for up to 3 members. Okay, at least one, but maximum 3 members you can make a team. And here you can see whenever you are making a submission. Okay, so whenever you make a submission, you have to mention the project title of your project, what's the description, brief description, up to 500 words. Okay, not more than that. And the theme of your project. Okay, so theme would be shared later on 20th, so you would select the theme at that time and then you would be working on that. And also you have to share the GitHub repository link. Okay, so this is important. And what must be inside the GitHub repository? First of all, the complete code files. Okay, whatever have you coded, either in Android or in like either in mobile development or in web development, also with the backend part. So all of that would be shared in a single repository. So you have to share the complete code files in the repository. And also you have to add a readme file. What's the purpose of readme file? You have to actually mention the steps to how to start the project, how this project works. And you can see a well structured informative readme file. It should provide an overview of the project purpose, features and functionalities in the text format. Okay, this is the text format file. Okay, and you can also give instructions of clear installation, prerequisites and usage guidelines of the project which you have created. And also you can mention external dependencies or libraries which are required, like suppose your project only runs on Android Studio or Visual Studio Code, things like that. So you will be mentioning that also. Okay, so one more thing is you can see that ensure that all the essential code files are included, like the Python files, the models and all the other code documents. Okay, and organize the code files logically within the repository's directory structure. Okay, so your structure must be at least readable. Okay, so you can actually make sure these things happen. And then the video link, so I've mentioned previously, it would be starting with introduction and then these further steps. Okay, you can read out these. So you have to make a demo video, a proper demo video, so that it's easier to get a quick summary of your project. Okay, so you can add a demo video link also whenever you get the submission link. Okay, wherever you are doing the submission, you have to add these things. Okay, and then you have to add the web app URL. Okay, so I had a funny incident in my college. So what actually happened is some people were working on their resume, and not everyone is familiar with web dev. So web URL simply means that this is a web URL, right? But whenever you are working on your computer, local computer, some like every time you see localhost 3000, 8000 URL like that. So some people actually mention that URL in their resume. Okay, so that's not the good case. So web URL simply means you have hosted it somewhere. You get free hosting services, like if you are using Mernstack, then for the front end part you can use Vercel.com hosting service, and for the backend part you can actually use cyclic.sh, or you can use AWS also for hosting your backend and front end both. Okay, so you can check out the hosting part also, that must be important. So functionality check, user experience, and responsive design, these three things must be there in your website wherever you are hosting the project. Okay, so web app URL. And then you can see we have to post an article also, like whatever project you have created, you have to post an article. So for posting an article, you simply get a link here. You can post any of the article. First of all, it would be reviewed by Geeks for Geeks, so you have to just write your article via visiting this link, and you would get the complete options here. You can add your images and things like that, and you can also see a preview also with this. Okay, so preview simply means how would your article look later on. Okay, so you can go through this, so you can see that how your article would look, and you have to post an article from here. Okay, so your article would be again containing the, first of all you have to create your account, then it would be containing your article. You have to write the article, you can add your images as well as the code to make it more understandable. Then you can preview your article, how it would actually look like before submitting. You can actually preview your article at Geeks for Geeks. Okay, so you can actually see how your article would look before submitting. Then you can select the category and subcategory, and in the category part you can select the geekathon. Okay, so you would get the category there also. You would get an option by selecting the category. There you get an option which category is your article of, so you can select geekathon there. Okay, so then you can submit the article finally, and it would be reviewed by Geeks for Geeks. Then it would be added to the website. Okay, so after this you can actually see some of the references also. So if you want to use data science, like if you want to get some data set, like for example they have mentioned kaggle.com air quality data in India, or you can see Amazon satellite images. So these are some sample data which is free to use for anyone. So if you are using machine learning, and if you don't know where you can get the sample data, okay, you would be requiring, obviously you would be requiring a lot data. So for that you can actually visit these links, but these are for some specific projects. But if I am going to tell you is you can simply go to kaggle.com, kaggle.com, and there you would find all the free datasets available at Geeks for Geeks. Okay, sir, Django tutorial please. Okay, just wait, I'll be answering all your queries. Okay, so you can visit kaggle.com and you will get all the like they have shared the data. Okay, so suppose if you want to get images of the greenery, okay, 100 images of the greenery or 100 images of the pollution of any city, so you can actually search on Kaggle for that specific data set. Okay, and I actually created a lot projects using the sample data set available in Kaggle. Like first when I started machine learning, I created a project named as leaf detection. Okay, leaf disease detection. So it actually required 500 images of leaf to actually train the model. So for that I actually used the Kaggle data set, because how would a normal person click so much images in a very less amount of time? So you can use the Kaggle data set free, and they are free to use, and you can use the Kaggle data set. Okay, so you can view more inside this website, you will get more understanding. Okay, so this is it, a basic overview of the complete hackathon, and you can read it once you get time. Okay, you can read the complete details, and once you register later on you would get the more details whenever you are working on it. Okay, so let me just register it. Okay, so if you want to give some additional information, you can actually give the additional information, but I would simply register here. Okay, so once you register you would see that it starts on 15th. Okay, so you have to mention the email address. First of all, you can see I am the leader, right? So you have to actually mention the other team members email address. They must have registered to Geeks for Geeks. Okay, they must have logged into Geeks for Geeks. They have to log into Geeks for Geeks, create an account at Geeks for Geeks. Then after that, you can mention their email address so that they get an invite. Okay, so that you can add your team members here. Okay, so once you add your team members, your team is ready. Later on, you can work on the project. Okay, so you will get the details and you can see right now the theme is EcoTech. Okay, so you can start working on this theme. And what else? You can see maximum entries allowed are 0 to 20. Okay, so you can add submissions. Maximum submissions allowed are 0 to 20. So you can add a submission and you can see we have the project title, project description, then the theme. So you can choose the theme. Theme is actually EcoTech, but here you can see we have the Git repository, GitHub repository, then we have the demo video link, web app link, and the GFG article link. Okay, so you can add all the links here so that your submission would be successful, right? So you can add submission from here whenever your project is completed, right? Okay, so also you can see the timeline. Also the timeline is also mentioned here. From 15th August the registration starts, and the registration ends. Actually the registration ends at 25th September, but till then you have time. Okay, so from 15th August, that means from last month it has started. So some people have submitted, some people are submitting now. Okay, so registration ends at 25th September. Till then you have time. You can add your submission also till 25th September. Okay, so these are all the timelines which you can follow so that everyone is on the track, right? So guys, just wait for a few minutes. Let me just do one thing. Just a minute, guys. Okay, so now let's talk about the theme exactly. So as I told you, the theme is EcoTech. So it has been revealed on 20th August, and the theme is EcoTech. So you can start working on this type of projects, the environmental projects. And if you want to see the problem statements again, you can simply click here and you would get the complete overview, what kind of projects you have to build. Okay, you can actually start building these kind of projects. Now you have the problem statement and things like that. Okay, so now everything is clear. I hope you don't have any doubts. If you have any doubts regarding this, please ask that on the live chat. All right, so now I would be discussing some of your doubts, so you can also mention that, also specific to the technology. Okay, so first of all, someone mentioned that they are familiar with MERN stack. That's great, because I'm also a MERN stack developer and mostly I work on MERN stack. Apart from that, we have, what about Java or C++? Java and C++ are great, but for building specific kind of web apps or mobile apps, you won't be using C++. Like you would be using Java in Android, but C++ is not used there. Okay, so if I talk about Java, you can use Java in Android development for the front end part of these kind of projects. And for the backend part, you would be obviously using, in most cases you would be using Python or Golang for building the machine learning backend. Okay, and specifically I have personally used fast API a lot. Okay, so fast API is actually a framework of Python, and it has the similar code of Python. It's just that it works a little bit differently. Okay, so for this specific project, specific kind of projects. Like if you're using machine learning for a project, what you can actually do is, suppose I'm just giving you an example what kind of websites, web apps can you build. Okay, so let's write it here. So for example, I want to build a application which whose title is suppose climate change, okay, which works on climate change. That means, for example, I want to know that which part of the country is currently having snowfall or rainfall, or is more prone to disaster, okay, things like that. So for that, suppose I want to create a project. So the suppose the project is climate prediction, okay. I'm just giving a very basic example, prediction. So obviously you would be building better projects, but for beginners this is a great example. Suppose your project title is climate prediction. So now you have a choice. What do you want to build? Either you want to build a website or you want to build a mobile app. Okay, first of all you have to make this thing clear, what do you have to build. So suppose, for example, I'm not that much confident with the mobile app, what kind of machine learning things which you can do with the mobile app, but let's talk about the websites. Okay, I worked on the website, so I'm talking about the websites. Suppose you are building a website. Okay, so I am going to build a website. So let's write this. So website. So now you are clear that I have to build the website, and you have also cleared that what kind of things you are going to include in your project. Okay, that's some separate thing, but I'm talking about the tech stack which you are going to use. Okay, so you are going to build a website. So what thing can you use for the website? So personally, if you asked me for the suggestion, what you can do is either you can use plain HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, so for the front end part you can use HTML, CSS, JavaScript in the front end part, and in the backend part you can use Python or its frameworks like Django, Fast API, and some people also use Golang in the backend part. So that's up to you, but right, I'm just mentioning Python. Python simply means you would be using Python backend, whatever kind of framework you like. Okay, and for one example I'm just going to write Fast API. Okay, so this is the tech stack which you can use if you are building a website. But for more modern terms, you can actually use React.js. Okay, you can actually use React.js instead of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You can use React.js because it's more modern, and you'd be facing less issues and a better design. You would be creating better design using React.js. Okay, so you can use React.js. Again, the same backend in Python. Okay, so you can build backend in any other thing if you prefer any other language for the backend part, along with the machine learning which suits machine learning and data science, then that's great. But Python is the best. Okay, Python and Golang are the best, and most companies actually use Python and Golang. Okay, so yeah, that's the option. So if you're using Python, then you can use Django or Fast API. So that's the option if you're building a website for this specific kind of project. Okay, so you can build similar projects using machine learning, using this kind of tech stack. Okay, now someone is asking about, hi Harshal Bhaiya, hi, how are you? Any other upcoming hackathon? So other upcoming hackathons would be actually mentioned later on. We would be bringing sessions for that also, but right now I'm not aware of any upcoming hackathons. Okay, so if it's there, it would be mentioned in the Geeks for Geeks website, or we would be bringing a live session for that in the Geeks for Geeks channels. Okay, so by the way, you can actually check the banners also. Some updates are also available here, and you can go to the events. Here you would find the events also. So we had previous events, like you can see we have jobathon every like every month we have some kind of jobathon. Okay, then you can see the series, then you can go to the events. Here you can see all the sessions would be actually mentioned here. Okay, so also you can see we have an upcoming burn stack session in the Geeks for Geeks development channel, so you can check out these, and all the events are actually mentioned here. Okay, right. Now someone asked about Django. Okay, so Specifically, Django is a framework of Python. Okay, so if you know Python, then you can as easily, like, there are some efforts definitely, but yeah, if you know Python, then you can use Django as a backend of your project. Okay, for example, right now I was building a grocery store for my client. Okay, I do some freelance work also in web dev. So Django is actually used in the backend part. So what actually happens is, with Django, specifically if you want to build machine learning projects in the website or in the mobile app, you have to use machine learning, then the backend plays a very important role. Okay, so for example, this is my computer. Okay, and where is my mobile? This is an iPhone. Okay, this is a mobile. So you can see these devices are not that much capable of doing intensive machine learning tasks, right? These are not capable. Okay, you can't do this much heavy tasks in your mobile or in your computer. So for that, your mobile or your computer would be having the front end part, that is the mobile application or the website. This is the front end part. What plays a major role in machine learning specifically, or in intensive tasks, what plays a major role is the backend part. So for machine learning projects, you need a strong backend. Okay, so we have many options for backends in machine learning also, but a good backend can be built in Django. For machine learning, you can actually use Django. Okay, so Django. Okay, so it's like DJ. Okay, the Django. When I was a beginner, I just called it the Django, but it's Django. Okay, so you can start learning Django, and it's used for machine learning projects mostly, and some basic projects also can be made. Like if you want to use plain backend, then also you can use Django for it. But if you want to build some machine learning projects, then Django is a very great choice. Okay, so you can use Django for the backend of your machine learning projects. Now, if you have any doubts regarding this, then you can mention that. And someone was asking for the Django tutorial. Okay, so actually, we right now, I'm not into the Django stuff because I'm mostly doing the merge stack part. Let me just show you that also. So what you can do is, you can visit this Geeks for Geeks dev channel. And right now, if you want to learn web development, then you can check out this channel also. We are actually bringing a development series here. Okay, you can see we have an upcoming web development series. It would be complete full stack development. Okay, so you can check out this. And if you are checking specifically about Django, then I think we had a playlist for this also. Okay, let me just see. So okay, we don't have series here, but we don't have a free playlist here for Django, but we have a course here. Okay, so you can check out the courses, and you can find a course. Like if I search for, Django, okay, then you would find a specific Django course. So if you can purchase, then definitely you can. If you want to purchase, then definitely you can. Else you have to wait for a specific free playlist. Okay, so we would be building a free playlist also, but that would be definitely less intensive. If you buy some course, that would be something better. Okay, so definitely we would be building a free playlist also. Some people might not be able to afford, so we would be building a free playlist also. Okay, so most probably the development series always come in this channel, Geeks for Geeks Development. Okay, but yeah, you can check out other channels also. We have all the channels here. Okay, so that's for Django. And someone is asking, how do I get internship for, okay, how do I get internship at GFG? What could be the process? Okay, so I'm not specifically telling about Geeks for Geeks, but yeah, you can actually visit LinkedIn, and then you can follow Geeks for Geeks. Then in the job portal of Geeks for Geeks, you would find jobs there. Okay, let me just take you to that. Just a minute, guys. I'm just going to show you that also. Okay, so guys, you can just visit LinkedIn, and here you would be able to find Geeks for Geeks. Okay, you can search for Geeks for Geeks, then you would find Geeks for Geeks. Okay, so this is the easiest way for applying for any company, not just Geeks for Geeks. So I personally follow this, and this is the easiest way. If you wanna get freelance work, then you can follow this, and if you wanna get some job, you can follow this. If you wanna get some internship, then you can follow this. Okay, it's same for everyone. So here you can see we have jobs. So in the jobs part, you can see we have available jobs, but if you want to find some specific internship, then you would be you first have to follow this page, and then you would find some internship post and things like that. Okay, so you have to check for that also. And you can see we have a mentor page, and then we can see we have a React.js and JavaScript opening, things like that. So if you want to apply, you can apply from here. Also, you can check out the job portal here. You can go to the job seekers. Okay, so you can apply for jobs, and we have a jobathon also, so you can get jobs also. Okay, so this is not specific for the internship, but yeah, you would get an idea. Similar to this, we have internships opportunities coming on LinkedIn. Okay, so you can visit LinkedIn, and then you can get updates from there. Okay, but here you would be getting specific jobs related to other companies like Maruti Suzuki, IBM, Avya. Okay, so you can see we have different companies available here: PayPal, Adobe, Uber, lot of companies. Okay, so you can apply from here also, or in specific if you want internships. Okay, if you want internships, then just a minute. Okay, so if you want internship specifically, then you can search for internships here directly. Okay, the easiest way you would find all the openings here also. Or you can visit platforms like just I'm not recommending any platform, but yeah, you can search for search at Google, and then you would find different kind of internship. But easiest ways, you can go to LinkedIn, and then you can find the specific internship, then you can apply for that. And in most cases, like what I have faced is, if you apply for 100 internships, then there is a huge probability you would get reply from one. Okay, so you don't have to worry about like I have applied to so much, I'm that much skilled, but still I'm not getting replies. It happens with everyone. So you have to keep on applying via different portals, then you would get the opportunity. Okay, so this is only method to get internships anywhere. Okay, all right, so I hope the doubt is cleared. All right guys, so if you have any other doubts, please mention that in the live chat. Right. So I think it's time, and let me just once again mention everything which we have talked about in this session. Okay. Hello, is there any possibility to get a job without degree? You can get a job without degree, but I would say that I'm not really sure, because I'm a guy who has a BTech degree, so I'm not that much aware. There are chances to get a job without a degree, and personally, what I have experienced is, like when I was in college, what actually happened is, in college you don't have a job, right? You don't have any credits. So where we don't have anything like, yeah, I have a degree or I have done some job there. So in those cases what you can actually do is, you can do some freelance work. Easiest thing, you can do freelance work, and I would say it's a better thing than job. Okay, obviously in freelance you get a lot of time, and then you can work anytime you want. It's work from home and many benefits. Okay, so if you don't have a degree, then I would say, at least, I'm not sure about getting a job, because some companies just mention that I want a computer science engineer. Okay, you can't do anything about it. So you have to search for the jobs in LinkedIn. You have to apply for different jobs, but the easiest way to earn money is to do freelance work. Okay, and to do freelance work, you have to learn skills like web development or app development. Personally, the kickstart for that is web development. And personally, I have done some freelance work in Stack. Like I have applied for different companies, and then they gave me the work. Similarly, I got recently I was creating a project in React Native, again the same backend in Node.js. So you can learn skills and then you can pick up some freelance work, easiest way to get some money. Okay, but specifically about the jobs, it's all about the description of the company. Okay, if they don't, if they want a commerce guy, then they would be hiring a commerce guy. If they want an engineer, then they would be hiring an engineer. Okay, so it's specifically about the requirements. Some companies actually hire people without a degree, but the pay would be less or more, I'm not sure. Okay, right. So let me just give you a quick summary what we have discussed till now. So this is a hackathon provided by Geeks for Geeks. So it starts from August 15th. That means from last month it has started, and it ends on 25th September. The theme is EcoTech, which is actually shared on 20th August. You can actually read. Yeah, the theme is EcoTech, and it's revealed on 20th August. That means 20 was before. Okay, it's today is 9 September. Okay, so it's too late, but yeah, you know that this is the theme, and you can actually click on register. You will get a register button here. You can register. Then after registering, what you have to do is you can see a simple page like this. So where you would get this link, so you can simply visit the description of this specific live session. Okay, you can visit the description and then you would find an option for registering. Okay, or you can also check out the live chat. You would get a pinned comment there. Let me just take you to that. Okay, so guys, this is the live session, and then you can here you can simply see once this live ends, it would be also saved on YouTube channel, this YouTube channel. Okay, so you can simply see that we have register now text, and after that we get a link. Okay, so once you click that link, it will take you to this page. In this page, you will get a register button. Once you click that register button, it would ask some of your details, and then you click register. Then this page will be shown something like this. Okay, so first of all, you can see the timeline. So it starts from 15th August, that means last month, and then it ends on 25th. Okay, 25th, that means your submission can be done till 25th September. Okay, if you register today, if you start today, then your submission can be done till 25th September. You have time till then. Okay, and then you can read about the overview. Simply you can first of all read about this, then you can click on the problem statement. Here you can simply see that we have a task for building an environmental friendly website or mobile application. Okay, so in the backend you would be using any kind of backend, but it must be using machine learning or data science. Okay, so you have to build a project which is using machine learning and data science, and it's AI driven system. Okay, it's using AI for environment. Okay, for environment. So you can read about this more, then you can make your submission. Whenever you're making your submission, actually submission simply means, here you can see that submission simply means, bottom, in the bottom you would see we have new submission. So you can see we have these fields. Okay, same fields are actually mentioned there. Okay, so if I take you to this page, you can see same fields are actually mentioned there, and these are really important. Now you have one more important thing is GitHub repository link. Okay, so what you would do is GitHub repository link would be, you have to paste your GitHub repository link here. In GitHub you would be having your complete source code. Okay, you would be having your complete source code. So some knowledge of GitHub is required. You can learn about this in a single in a few minutes. You can actually Google it, and then you can find the results, what is GitHub and how to use GitHub. Okay, you can find that. Okay, so you have to update your complete source code here, and your code must be complete. Along with that, you must be having a readme file which is having these instructions. Okay, the complete steps, how to access the code, then any external dependency, then it must be well structured and informative, and the overview of the project, you must mention that in a readme.txt file, and that txt file would be saved inside your project. Okay, that means your code. Okay, so you have to add the readme file also. Okay, and then you have to mention the code file also. Your code must be structured and it must be working. Then you also have to upload a video on YouTube. Okay, so you can simply upload a video on YouTube, and then you can share the link in the same form. Okay, so you have an option here, you can share the link of that video in the same form. So you can check out this, and this is the demo video. It would be giving a brief about your project. Then you have to mention the overview, then you can give a platform walkthrough and things like that. Okay, and after this you can see we also have to mention the web app URL. Okay, so web app URL is something like, if I talk about this website, you can see this is a web app URL. Okay, so wherever you are hosting your project, you have to mention that URL in this form. Okay, web app URL. Okay, here. Then you have to post an article also. So for posting an article, we have a link here. If you click this link, it would take you to the page of articles. Okay, so you have to add your article, and in this article you can mention everything about your project, brief overview and images and code, whatever you can create an article. Then you can save this at Geeks for Geeks, and then you would get the link of that article, and then you can actually share the article link here. Okay, so that's it. And these are the following steps which you can take. You can read this completely. It would give you a brief overview what you have to do exactly. Okay, now if someone wants to know where they can get sample data, then you can simply go to kaggle.com. So they have mentioned sample data here also. We have mentioned sample data here also. But if you are building some specific project, so for that you can simply go to kaggle.com, and then you can search for sample data, whatever you want. Okay, so please read about this, and you have to build a project related to this only. Okay, related to this only. Okay, so I hope all of your doubts are cleared, and once you submit, then your submission would be valid till 25th. After that, it would go further. Okay, it would go further, and results would be announced on 30th of September. Okay, so you would get the results announced on your email account, and also you can join the Discord server so that you get the official updates here also. Okay, and now one more thing is, if you want to add some team members, suppose you register, so you are the captain, you can say I've registered with this account. So you can simply add more team members by simply giving their email address, who have signed in at Geeks for Geeks. Okay, so their account must be in Geeks for Geeks. So you have to first of all ask your team members to create an account at Geeks for Geeks. Then you can simply add their email, then you can send them invite, then they can join your team. Okay, so maximum 3 members can join your team, right? So you can read out the rules, and that's it. So I hope you understood everything. Now this would be the judging criteria, and this would be the price. So the first person would be getting 7,000 INR, and then the second one would be getting 5,000, third one would be getting 3,000, and then next five would be getting GFG goodies, next 10 would be getting the access to actually our premium courses, free access to our premium courses. Okay, so that's it. And you can also read for the payment. The main team leader would be getting the payment in their account. They would be getting the payment, so you can share according your team members. And if someone is not from India, from outside, so they can actually get their payment proceeded via PayPal account. Okay, so they can get the payment via PayPal account, right? Marty, hi bro, how are you? I'm good, how are you? Right. So guys, if you have any doubts regarding this, please ask me. Or if you have any general doubts regarding web development or app development, then also you can ask that in the live chat. Okay, I think everything is clear here. And if you have any doubts, you can join the Discord server, or you can mention that in the comment section later on when we end this video. Bro, how to start earning in web development as a freelancer? There are a number of websites where you can search for freelance roles, but the easiest is, like, in your own city also you can find different freelance companies who do the same work, so you can contact with them also. For example, in my city I have incubation center. Okay, incubation center is a place where a lot of startups come and work together to build something. Like, they are working on their startup, and it's a place. Okay, so it's actually a very great place. And what you can actually do is, you can find incubation centers in your city also. There you can contact different startups who want to build their website or apps. So they are looking for people like us, developers. So you can do freelance work for them also. This is one way. Second way is, you can go to LinkedIn, and then you can search for freelance work by simply typing. Okay, so these are two methods. And I think there are different websites, but it takes a lot of effort in those websites, because already a lot of established freelancers are available in those websites. So I won't recommend any other website, but the easiest way is, you can start with this, or you can search on LinkedIn, right? Okay, so I think this is it, right? So I hope you understood everything, and if you have any doubts later on, you can mention that in the comment section or in the Discord community. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you understood everything, and okay, let's end this now. Okay, so I hope you understood everything. I will see you next time in any of our other videos. And one more thing, from 11th August, actually we are about to start a series, so you can actually search for GFG dev, and there you would find a MERN stack series. So if someone wants to start their MERN stack career and they have already done enough theory part, they have learned the theory part and built some basic projects, then you can start with 3x dev series. Here we would be building 3 projects, like 1 project every week, and this would be complete full stack projects. Okay, so it would be great working in these projects. Okay, so you can check out these starting from 11th August. Okay, and it would be from 8 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. every day, right? So I hope you understood everything, and that's it for today. I will see you in the next video. Till then, you have a good day. Bye bye. Don't forget to register for that. The link is available in the description. Okay, so bye.